to we always start our sentence with a capital. Good morning, boys and girls. Do you see that That IR makes an sound, doesn't it? And we have a period. What would happen if I changed it to an exclamation mark? Then we would go, good morning, boys and girls. We'd have to change our voice, wouldn't we? And make it sound a little bit more excited. We're starting off with another capital. So let's circle that. And we've got a digraph blend. So that T gets to do a double circle, doesn't it? And look, we have two is's right next to each other. Isn't that interesting? A busy week. Look at busy. B-I. It's actually making an I sound, isn't it? That's kind of crazy, but that's English for you. We have lots of different sounds in our words. And we have a period. Let's circle our period. And after a period, we always start with another capital. That's right. On Sunday, now look at Sunday. Why is it a capital there? Because it is an important word. And do you know what else I see? Sunday. Sunday. Can we separate it? Is it a compound word? Is sun a word? Is day a word? Yes, so it is a compound word, so we can definitely break it down. It is Father's Day. Now, Father is capitalized. Is it usually capitalized? Not usually. If we just talked about our father, it wouldn't be capitalized. But because we're talking about Father's Day, it is capitalized because it is an important day that we celebrate dads, isn't it? And we will talk about reduce, reuse, and recycle. Period. Those are interesting words. Do you notice that they all start with the same letter? They all start with R's. And you know what else I noticed? They all start with R-E. So that's kind of an interesting something to notice, isn't it? Have a great week. And I added an exclamation mark. So we need to make sure that we say it with a little bit more emphasis. Have a great week. All right. Love, Mrs. Peters. And we have our capitals here. A period because Mrs. is a shortened term. And P is a capital because that's my name. And we have that again. Just like up here is IR, down here it is ER. Very cool, isn't it? Well, this morning I want to talk a little bit about reduce, reuse, and recycle. Has anyone ever seen this little picture? And I'm going to see if I can draw it really quickly. It has 3 arrows. It has one arrow there, another arrow here, and another arrow there. Do you know what that little arrow is? In fact, I see it on my recycle bin. My recycle bin has the 3 little arrows on that. What does that mean when we recycle? What does it mean when we reduce? What does it mean when we reuse? Well, boys and girls, reduce and reuse and recycle, those are the things that we're doing to try to take care of the earth. And we do that by using things more than once and maybe in sometimes a different way so that we don't just throw it into the garbage. Because some things that go into the garbage, they don't break down. And so then they will stay on the earth forever and ever. So reduce actually means that sometimes we try to use containers, let's say yogurt containers. You know those little yogurt containers that I often bring to school? Sometimes instead of buying the little yogurt cups, I'll buy the big yogurt containers because I can use them a little bit more. So I reduce, I slow down in what I'm using so that they don't just go into the garbage. And because plastics don't break down and they'll just stay plastic for a very, very, very long time. Reuse means that sometimes we're going to take those things that we've been using, like my little plastic yogurt cups. We'll take them and I use them for painting, for crafts, for different things. So we reuse them in lots of different ways. Maybe we can use them as little cups and we can make a little tea party for our dolls or teddy bears, or we could use them for something else. Maybe you can find a really good use for them. And this week, I've got a project for you to reuse some of your recyclables and build something interesting and take a picture of it so that I get to see it too, all right? The last one is recycle. So when I'm all done with my yogurt cups and I'm not using them anymore, I put them in my recycle bin because then they go to the plant instead of to the garbage. And the plant will take them, maybe melt them down or use them to they'll reuse them to make something else. So these are ways that we can take care of the earth so that there's not garbage piling up everywhere by reducing what we use, sometimes reusing them. Egg cartons are really fun to reuse, aren't they? You can make a lot of things with egg cartons. And recycling. And if we can't use them anymore, we put them in the recycle bin. And the paper, the scrap paper we use, they'll recycle and make more paper or something else with it. All right? So this week, as you are exploring and learning at home, one project, like I said, I want you to reuse your recycled pieces and build something interesting. And then you can maybe even draw a picture of it, label it, tell me about it. What kind of containers did you reuse? Did you pull them out of the recycle bin or did you reuse something else? And recycling. So let's look around, see if you can see any of these signs. I notice when I'm planting my flowers, I have to look on the back of the container and you can see little numbers, and those tell the plant how recyclable they are and which section they go into. All right. So do some exploring with reduce, reuse, recycle, and have some fun creating with your recyclables. Have a great week. Bye.